Hey, it's Michael Angelo Caruso. I'm in a very unusual part of the world. Most people don't get to travel to the Middle East, and I wanted to report live from essentially what is Beirut, Lebanon. Technically speaking, we're in a suburb, if you will, of Lebanon, called a suburb of Beirut called Aley. And we're up in the hills away from the coast. Beirut is on the coast, and by the way, Lebanon has more coast than any Middle Eastern country, I'm told. And so it makes it a valuable piece of property, and Lebanon has a rich heritage of, goes all the way back to the Phoenicians. They also have a troubled past. There have been a lot of conflicts and wars here in Lebanon, including a major, what's been called a civil war that happened in the 80s or around that time frame. You're looking up now into some of the structures here in the hillsides in Aley. There's a lot of new construction happening in the city as well. It's in this villa that we're staying in. If we're surrounded by 6 properties, I'll say 4 of them are currently abandoned or not finished yet. This happens to be a gated villa. Many of them are in this area. This is a third world environment, although there are people here with money. The class system is alive and well, as it is in many third world countries. And down here is what I really wanted to show you. This is a sense of the hillside in suburban Beirut. And then just over my shoulder there, hopefully you can see it, I can't quite tell by looking at the image myself, is downtown Beirut. So you're not quite seeing the skyscrapers, which I can barely see peeking out over the buildings over here. It's you might say it's a little hazy or foggy today. That is not fog, it's more likely some sort of smog or air pollution. And it's, by the way, very similar to the kind of haze that you see in Los Angeles on any given morning. So if you've never been to Los Angeles, you see this kind of thing. Now, whether it's better quality smog or not, I don't know. But my point is that this is a very interesting place. There's a lot going on. I'll just peek around the corner here. You can see, again, the beautiful hillsides. And what photographers call the depth of field, you know, this idea of being able to see into the distance for long ways, long distances. The bird saying, I can see for miles and miles and miles and miles, right? And it seems to me that in a country like Lebanon that has so many challenges, that it's going to be important to be able to see a long distance, to see the end of the movie, as they say in cinema, and figure out some of the problems that they have here, which include clean water. We're here on a clean water mission and visited some schools yesterday where we were awakened to a new problem. We thought the problem was getting clean water and working out some sort of a system for filtration, the UV light, the filters that have to be maintained. And then in the school that we visited, we turned the faucet for the water to come on, one of the schools, and there was no water. Now what reason would you have to have a clean water system if you're not going to have any water? So we have to go to work on that now, making sure there's actually a good water supply to the schools. And so there's a lot of challenges here in Lebanon, and I'm delighted to be working on the water piece with my Troy Rotary Club and many other Rotary clubs in the world, including the great Rotary Club of Aley, Lebanon. I hope you've enjoyed this little primer on Lebanon. It's a beautiful city, a beautiful place. I hope you get a chance to visit. More travel videos on my YouTube channel, Michael Angelo Caruso. And of course, if you're interested in Facebook groups, we have a Get the Word Out Rotary Facebook group for marketing strategies, and also my Present Like a Pro Facebook group. We'll see you later. Thanks, everybody.